All right. Welcome in, sports fans. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here this evening. Happy Halloween to you. It could be a very scary night for the Browns tomorrow as they are hosting Cincinnati in what feels like a massive must-win game for them. Beautiful night here in the land. Not sure what the weather's due on tap for tomorrow, but beautiful weather here. And there's a look at this rush offense. That's, again, based on the sims, as we've had to simulate the results of the actual Browns performances, which more often than not has been losing instead of winning, which they have done in our sim. But without further ado, let's get this one popping. Kit will not be on the mic tonight. He is in Hawaii for work. He cannot hop on from there, but maybe he will join us in the chat. Hey, Clyde, welcome in. Hey, John. Hey, Keith. Hey, Chris G. Welcome on in. Let's get this one going. Still have a couple of guys questionable. Yeah, I'm not sure about, there he is, hanging by the pool with the kiddo. There you go, rub it in. Yeah, I'm not sure, Dion, if all of those guys will be moved by the deadline. It'll be curious to see if they do keep any of them inactive. But in this one, only of that list, only Denzel is out. All of the other guys, if they're healthy, they're playing. Here comes Burrow, first throw to the right side. Throws it quickly to Mixon, and he's going to get 0 yards gain. Grant Delpit was right on him there. Hunt, Conklin. I don't think they'll be able to move JJ3. That would be a pretty big dead cap number they'd have to eat. And again, I'm not sure if anybody wants him, and they just don't have any other really safeties right now. You know, clearly they didn't like what the count was giving them. Across the middle, wide open little angle route out of the backfield is Mixon, and he'll pick up a first down. Delpit in Owusu-Koramoah picking him up. Greedy could be, but with Denzel out, and I guess that both Greedy is questionable and Newsome is questionable, so I'm pretty sure it's they're all going to play if they're healthy, unless he's got something lined up already and the other team wants to hold him out. Hey, Larry, welcome in. And hey, Wendell as well. Here's Burrow, fires over the middle, caught. It's Tyler Boyd again. No Jamar Chase in this game. Ball's out, and it's going to be picked back up by the Bengals. First down at the 41 into Cleveland territory. That's right. A Sunday where the Browns couldn't lose and the Steelers did. Wendell, I agree. It was a nice day. Up the middle. Yes, they do have money, Dion, but they have to roll it over into next year in order to allow themselves to still make some moves. If you follow Jack Duffin, I don't know if you're on Twitter or not. Jack is a guy he's like a capologist. He's a Browns fan, and he rolled it out nicely the way that he anticipates their cap looking for next year, and they would have money to go in and bring in real pieces, but they have to roll over the 30-ish million from this year to make that feasible. 3rd and 6 here now. I don't know, Larry. To my eyes, it hasn't been a play calling thing. This isn't like there's a fire, and he threw it right to Greedy, right on cue, and Greedy picks off Joe Burrow. First down, Browns. To me, it just doesn't really feel like it's a play calling. I mean, it's not like Greg Williams running cover 0 against a Hail Mary or something. Like, the scheme seems okay. It's just been about personal players executing or lack thereof. Yeah, we sure do need those in real life. Yep. All right, here comes 7. Brissett out onto the field. He's continued to struggle. That, again, is his simulated stats as we've had to force win, or in their case, lose most of their games. And not too far off from reality for him, although I don't think he has quite that many touchdowns and quite that many interceptions. All right, ace formation to start the game. Kareem Hunt is in the backfield. No David Njoku in this one as well, of course. Up the middle, you should see Pharaoh Brown and Harrison Bryant, and then they'll bring in an extra offensive lineman if they go 13 personnel. Here's Chubb and Hunt together now after no gain. They'll give it to Kareem. He'll follow Chubb to the left side and pick up a few, and then falls forward for a 3-yard gain. So it's up 3rd and 7 now. Back to pass. Brissett. Pressure coming. Now he'll roll to the right. Now he's going to roll, and he'll take the sack. B.J. Hill got him. And B.J. Hill throws him to the ground, and that is going to stymie the Browns' drive. They will lose 9 yards on their first possession, and they'll have to punt here. Bojorquez from his own goal line left foots it into the Browns there, so no harm, no foul for Burrow. Good tackle in space there from M.J. Emerson as one of the gunners. Hey, B, welcome in. Yeah, Wendell, it felt like it took the Ohio. Felt like Ryan Day was just trying to run for the sake of, look at me, I can still run. And then it was like, okay, now it's winning time. I'll go do what we do best, which is elite pass game. And then how about Tuimoloau, man? What a game for him. They're talking about potentially the greatest individual performance by a defensive player ever in the history of college football. He was special. It is Fellegren. I really feel like it. I really feel like if we win, we find a way to gut out a win tomorrow, then they find a way to sort of steady the ship and be within striking distance when 4 gets back. I feel like if they lose tomorrow, then that could be it. Nice play by Clowney in the backfield. Good to have Clowney and Miles back out there again, up the middle this time. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're ready, swarming. Miles and Clowney again, no gain, 3rd and long. And the fans are cheering loudly here now. Burrow fired left side. Cano broke it up. What a play there. Deion Jones covering the tight end, Hayden Hurst, who I actually think is also out of the game. Man, there were so many injuries. It's so hard to keep up with all of them. But we're going to go ahead and let it roll. And again, there's 4 guys who are questionable for Cleveland that are all in the game. We have, yes, that for whatever reason, we have played the Bengals very tough. I don't think Joe Burrow has ever beaten the Browns in his tenure, so we always play them well. Right side, and it could have been, should have been picked. Brissett's first throw of the game, and Peoples-Jones just stood there and waited for it. The route was jumped. And, could have been bad. Screen left side, they set up Kareem Hunt. He's got 3 blockers, and he doesn't follow any of them, and he's spun out of bounds, just a gain of 4. Oh yeah, Chris G, I've been enjoying the young Cavs and all of this Garland out too, man. Donovan Mitchell has been so good. Even better than I thought he was going to be. I don't watch a lot of Jazz basketball. That one is right at the sticks. Peoples-Jones, they're going to say his butt had the first down, but the ball didn't. 4th and inches. And I think the Browns are going to go ahead and punt here from their own 28. Yeah, Karis LeVert was incredible. I mean, they said the last time that 2 Cavs had over 40 together was Kyrie and LeBron. And this one's going to go out of bounds, but at the 31-yard line. So not a super great punt. Both teams kind of trading jabs here. Yeah, but that's similarly, that's the rub with the JJ3 trade. Like, you just don't have any. I mean, maybe DeAnthony Bell gets some looks, but they don't have other guys on the roster. Marvin Harrison. Speaking of the Buckeyes, Ronnie Harrison. I mean, those are the 4 safeties on the roster. JJ3, Delpit, Harrison, and DeAnthony Bell. And those first 3 guys play a lot. High 504. It's how the defense is constructed. Pressure coming, firing deep, and it's a good catch on 3rd and 8. He found his man, Tyler Boyd. And Boyd and Higgins will still have to both step up big time. Or will require our defensive backs to step up big time, even with Jamar Chase out. This time it's right up the middle to Mixon, and Clowney once again smothers him. Just a short gain of 2. Hey, George, welcome in. Here's Mixon left side. JOK shoves him to the ground again. Now 7 carries for 10 yards for Mixon, and it's a big 3rd and 5 for the Browns defense. Back to pass, Burrow, 4-man rush, slant right side. It's caught. No, he dropped it. T. Higgins somehow dropped the football, And now McPherson from 56. It looks like McPherson has gotten himself a superstar here. That's pretty cool. He'll kick it towards the dog pound, and it's up and it's good. First points of the night are by Evan McPherson's right foot and the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, except Wendell, I don't think that Pickett's the backup anymore, man. I think they've had to make, they're going through the growing pains. I think he's the guy. It's an interesting thought. I wonder if you spent all year bulking up, though, to be more of a linebacker, if you had to slim back down. Pressure up the middle, and a 3-yard gain. Second and 7, pitch to the right side, cut down Chubb. Can he get one past one? He can get close. 3rd and 3 now. The Browns looking for their first down of the game here on a 3rd and 3. He's got Chubb and Hunt on either side, like this formation. They'll give it to Nick Chubb, right side. First down and more. 40 to the 45, 50, puts his foot in the ground. 45, ball pops out though, and it's going to be picked up by the Bengals. And Nick Chubb does not fumble, but he does there, and I'm not sure if he was down or not. Can we get a booth review, please? It was a really good run for Chubb. Well, that's just the tackle. Oh, that ball is punched out by Pratt. Second man in, punches it out. Jesse Bates had wrapped him up and slowed his momentum, and then Jermaine Pratt, the linebacker, comes from behind, punches it out from the back. That is one way that when you get stuck by that first tackler and they haven't blown it dead, that second guy is looking to punch it out. So it may not be realistic. It may not be realistic for Nick Chubb, but that's certainly a realistic football play in Madden's defense. Back to pass Burrow now after the first turnover. The Browns broken tackle from Mixon, gets another first down just over the midfield stripe there on that Brownie elf. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Go Browns. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can challenge for forward progress or not. First and 10 now. Again, right on the elf, which they did update with the latest franchise update, so good on them, I suppose. Firing across the middle, tipped, and then it could have been picked off, thrown to the ground. Deion Jones trips to the left side now. Actually, just two receivers with the tight end on the wing on the left side for a 2nd and 10. Drop back. Burrow deep left side, single coverage, tipped in the air, and then picked up by Greedy. His second interception of the quarter. And the Browns have a 1st and 96. So Greedy Williams, if he is trying out for another team, is getting that price tag a little bit higher. But I agree with you on the list, though, Deion. I mean, those are the guys who are not going to be Browns next year. So that's why I think, especially if they lose, that Andrew Berry's going to be working the phones all night in Cleveland before that, noon deadline on Tuesday. Back to pass. Brissett slant across the middle dangerously. But nice, strong hands from Cooper sets up a 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Brissett. Pump fake now. Left side. Tipped away by Jermaine Pratt as it looked like he was trying to go to Nick Chubb. Now a 3rd and 3. Browns still searching for their first down. Brissett, left side, got his man. It's David Bell. Broken tackle to the 35, to the 40, and then he's shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line. First down, Browns. Big time play there for Jacoby Brissett. Give him 34 on that completion, basically, for Jacoby Brissett. Big time catch. Yeah, I think Deion will be okay. I mean, he just came off the injury and obviously still learning the playbook. So, and again, the deal does, I mean, we absolutely owe him $0 and we can cut him at the end of this year if we want to. And if not, if they do like him, then they can restructure. That's right, 504, ring his bell now. 2nd and 7. As the Browns with their first down that held on to the football now. Across the middle, Cooper again into Bengal territory to the 41-yard line, and that might do it for the first quarter. First down to Cooper. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 3-0 Bengals. Slow start for both teams. 2 turnovers for Joe Burrow, both interceptions from Greedy Williams, and then again that Nick Chubb fumble after their first down of the game. He ran about 35 yards and then got the ball punched out at the end. 1st and 10 now. Kareem in the backfield. They'll stretch it to the right side to Kareem. He tries to get around the corner, and Logan Wilson is lurking, and they'll shut him down now. 4 carries, 6 yards for Kareem Hunt in the game. Now they'll spread him out 5 wide. Motion coming. And they'll give a little pop pass to Nick Chubb. He tries to bully his way through it. He'll get a very, very exciting 2-yard gain. How about this cool play? 5 wide. They run Nick Chubb on a jet, like a little pop pass. Problem was he sort of ran into Conklin. Couldn't get his momentum going north and south now. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. Across the middle. Knocked out of his hands. Pratt again. So Jermaine Pratt with a heck of a day so far. And now Cade York from 56. Almost the exact same spot on the field. And York's kick is a little low, and I don't think he got it. A Madden underrating of Cade York's leg. He would have pushed it, but he definitely wouldn't have been short, and that one was short and on line. So a turnover on the downs there after the missed field goal. Yeah, maybe, Dion. I mean, right now they feel so snake bit. They just need to gut out a win, and Wendell's right. I mean, confidence and, yes, they're professionals and this is what they're paid to do, but those things matter. Those things still definitely matter, and this team just absolutely has had so many bad breaks. And, I saw 3 push-offs that were more egregious today than Amari Cooper's game-winning touchdown, by the way, catch last week, that were not called. You know what I mean? So there's just so much crap like that. Hey, Mason, welcome in. They're desperate. So it's very possible that if they could just squeak out one and the chicken little, the sky isn't falling anymore, maybe they do snap a few. I don't think Brady and the Bucs are nearly as scary as we once thought. Burrow deep right side end zone, caught, touchdown, T. Higgins. And that missed field goal from Cade York turns immediately into a touchdown the other way. T. Higgins from Burrow. Miles hit him right after he threw it, but he still was able to get that one-on-one coverage with Greg Newsome, and a touchdown for the Bengals. McPherson's kick is up, and it's good. 10-0 now. Bengals just 3 plays, 54 yards again, coming off that missed field goal where Cade York's kick from 56 was short. And again, Cade York might miss from 56, but it's certainly not because it's going to be short. And again, that was after the roughing on the drive that they didn't call, where Brissett basically got his helmet ripped off. No call, no flag. You're like, oh, gosh, just sometimes it feels like Cleveland against the refs. And again, I know every NFL franchise feels that way, and I don't obviously watch every game, but I certainly watch every Browns game, and it's just this questionably bad calls against us. It's kind of like that Ohio State game yesterday. Now, Kit, you know the rules better than I do. 2 different times on their 2-point conversions when the D tackle jumps in the neutral zone and then our guys flinch, and they called false starts on both times. I just didn't understand it. Like, do I misunderstand the rule? Because otherwise I would just be jumping into the neutral zone every time I could to try to get them to flinch. Deep shot, Brissett. Wow, a huge throw to Peoples-Jones, but it's knocked away, and they will punt again. So the offense struggling to get started here, and Bajorquez is going to need an ice bath at halftime here. Trent Taylor will take this one. Good pursuit by A.J. Green as they were flipped the field. Okay, that's what I thought. I have the rule right. That's what I thought. I just couldn't believe that it happened twice. It hit literally the same thing. 2-point conversion plays on back-to-back plays where the dude jumps in the neutral zone and then Cade Stover moves, and they called Cade Stover for the false start. I couldn't believe it. Same thing with the one for the Browns. I know, like, in pre-first press conference, he said that it was the right call, that somebody moved, but sure as heck didn't look like anybody moved to me on that Ravens kick. And again, he might not have made it from 56. He might not have made it from 51, but he didn't make it from 61. So we'll never know, but it just feels like an absolute jobbing of the Browns whenever they can. And it gives me something to complain about and forget about the deficiencies of my football team. Stretch it to the left side. That one's going to go nowhere. Nice TFL from Miles. Burrow in the zone, by the way. I didn't know Burrow became an X Factor, but it is, and I'm not sure what his X Factor is. Partly, Dion, I think that it's not that it's, they just don't have the ball. I think that they have been, I think they always want to get the ball in the second half, but they're not getting the, they're losing the coin toss, and the other teams are deferring. They're making the Browns play offense right away, and then so the other teams get the kick, and it's just like if it's a long drive, we may only get one drive in the third quarter. So up the middle, mix in, and a good tackle in space by Harrison. Sets up a 2nd and 2 as we trickle down under 9 to go in the first half. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Appreciate you being with us. Kit joining in chat for him again as he's sitting by the pool in Hawaii. We'll cry about that one. It was a pretty nice weekend in Ohio, though. I can't complain about the weather we had. Yes, the lack of turnovers has been rough. We need to get some turnovers. 1st and 10 as the Bengals just are having a nice drive here. Shoving it down our throats one play at a time. Taki fills the A-gap there nicely for a gain of 3. JOK. Deion Jones manning the middle. Looks like Harrison more of a nickel presence, and it's picked again. Ronnie right on cue. I was literally talking about him playing nickel, and he picks off Joe Burrow, the 3rd interception of the first half, and we have 0 points. Kareem up the middle, broken tackle, and Wilson throws him to the ground after 3. Out on defense tomorrow for sure is Denzel. Newsom is questionable. Greedy is questionable. JOK is questionable. But Clowney and Garrett are both back. I mean, they played last week, but they should be more healthy this week. Broken tackle from Chubb, and they ran it on 3rd and 3 and got 0 yards. And this Browns offense has been gross so far here in the sim. 3 Joe Burrow interceptions, and we have 0 points. We have like 2 first downs in the game. Bengals defense stymieing us so far. Yes, Chris G. 3 picks from Burrow, and we have 0 points to show for it. That is a problem. Especially with the... Yeah, I mean, if they gift us 3 tomorrow, or we've got to do it. We just got to win the turnover battle. That's really what it is. We're not, despite as good as our offense has been, Brissett will make the mistake when he doesn't need to, and we cannot give them extra possessions. Hey, Marlo, welcome in. Up the middle now, Mixon to the 36-yard line, and they're just chugging clock now. Appreciate everybody being on again. Sorry about the delay in getting this one done. Didn't want to do it yesterday. And didn't want to do it earlier today with the other games on. Throw to the right side. That's T. Higgins, and he'll break 1 tackle before JOK gets over there. 4 minutes to go now in the half. Throwing it left side into traffic and swatted away there. Greedy once again. He's been great, and they're going to go. Oh, sorry, 3rd and 1. I thought it was 4th and 1. Left side, little out route, first down to Tyler Boyd. What do you mean, Chris G, does changing a coach in Madden affect results? What do you mean by that? Like, there is technically an offensive and a defensive coordinator, and they give, like, if they're in scheme or whatever, they'll give like a guy like, oh, you get +1 break tackle or something like that, but there's only like 3 other ones to choose from, and none of them are better than the ones that you have. So it would only be technically making the team worse in the sim. Broken up again. Ronnie Harrison's been playing very good. I don't think you would see any real effect, except technically maybe there would be some internal metrics of the guys being a little bit worse. The bigger change would be if we change the scheme, or if we if we change the playbook emphases. Burrow, right side on the... It's a weird timing for the flag. Could it have been a roughing the passer? I think that's a terrible call. They're going to call Jordan Elliott. I would like to see a replay on that. We will not get one, because it certainly looked like there was no roughing the passer there. Firing it right side, Trent Taylor, the third receiver here today. And he'll catch it up to the 23-yard line, and the Bengals just so much clock as they've run 40 plays already in this first half. Burrow firing short to the left side, and Greedy almost had his third one, and that one would have been a house call. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Firing right side, and he'll delp it. Also thinking about his touchdown dance. And incomplete. That'll set up a 40-yarder here from Evan McPherson. But Grant Delpit and Greedy on back-to-back plays could have had a pick six. And instead, it's now 13-0. So Browns defense has actually kind of played pretty well despite all the extra possessions with our 3-and-outs and the long drives. They've been out there for a long, long time. Hi, dude. I have Dearness. He just returned to that kick. Dion. Give it up the middle. Kareem, left side. A pulling Joel Batonio in his way. 5-yard gain, and we reached the 2-minute warning. I don't think the receiver, frankly, the receivers have been fine. DPJ, Cooper, and Bell, I think, are a solid trio. The biggest issue with the passing game has been the very, very ill-timed Brissett interceptions. They shift into a pistol now. 2nd and 5. Brissett firing short over the middle. Nick Chubb, first down, past the 29, giving him the 30. First down. Firing right side. And stepping out of bounds, just a 3-yard gain to stop the clock. Browns still with 3 timeouts. Let's see if we can get something going. Brissett, 4 wide, firing it over the middle, angle route. Kareem to the 50, to the 45, and Bengal territory, and they should call timeout there. Nice throw and catch. We've seen that angle route out of the backfield. That was a nice one, and they're just going to go hurry up here, saving all 3 of their timeouts. I'm with you, Fellegrin. We need 7 in this one for sure. Brissett deep, left side, caught by Peoples-Jones at the 20, and they call their first timeout. What a great catch by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And unfortunately, the timeout graphic is going to overwrite the replay, and we will not get to see another one. Back to pass, blitz coming. They see it, floated left side. Cooper, touchdown as he elevated over top of a Hilton. Excuse me, I'm choking on my pretzel dust. Touchdown, Cooper. He does the old discount double check. Touchdown, Browns. What a throw and what a great catch. Look at this one. Floats it up there, felt the blitz, got the single coverage that he wanted, and he trusted his star receiver to make a play. Cooper elevates way over the top of Hilton, and that's a beauty. Touchdown, Browns. And there's the 7 that they needed. 55 seconds left on the clock. And that 2-minute drive effective for the Browns here. The first time we really moved the ball into Bengal territory. Again, that 56-yarder was the closest we had gotten until that drive. Now 55 seconds. Let's see if Joe and company are going to get aggressive on this one. But yes, Fellegrin's right. We got the drive. We got 7. Again, we'll get the second half kick. Here's the double dip potentially in effect. Zip it across the middle on a slant. Harrison right there. It's going to be a short gain to T. Higgins, and the Bengals will call timeout immediately, and then somehow Zach Taylor apparates off the screen. Back to pass. Zip it right side again. Little drag route. Caught short of the line there. Taki looked like he made the tackle, and now it's 3rd and inches. I don't know, Marlo. I suppose if it sparks the guys to play a little better, maybe you make a play calling change, but I don't think that Woods has called bad schemes. I think it's just been bad execution on those schemes. Now, again, you could say that it's his job to train the guys to be in the right spot, but at some point the guys got to make the plays. So sure, I will take more guys on defense. You know what I mean? If we're going to trade Kareem and Conklin and Greedy, you know, we can get another, a younger guy that's under contract or something that feels like he can fit the mold for a while, then I would be okay with that. Burrow now, 1st and 10, swing pass right side, broken tackle, JOK whiffed at 28, tried to get 28. And Mixon will get it down, but then that's going to be it. They couldn't get out of bounds to set up McPherson. We've made it to halftime here in First Energy Stadium. Happy Halloween from Nagy on Sports on this Monday night football game. Appreciate everybody being on. Thank you to all of our subscribers. You guys are truly the best as you look at the rest of the games that were happening today. Let's get this one kicked off now. Browns set to receive the second half kick off of the momentum of that touchdown at the end of the half. And Dearness Johnson will take a knee. But like there's an interesting article about like as much as the Browns would like to have Deron Payne, like it just doesn't make sense, like his contract doesn't make sense for them. And they would have to give up a pretty big piece draft capital for, just a half-year rental, which is why it really feels like tomorrow's game tilts the season, Not that 3-5 is any great thing, but that makes you 2-0, 2-1 in the division. And 3rd and 2 now. Brissett firing short. He's got his man, just needed enough for the first down. He got plenty. At 10 when he needed 2, first down. Jacoby quietly now 13 of 17 here. And a good first down to start the second half. Yes, that's true. Gets right on point there. Need that leadership. Chubb right up the middle. Met in the hole. Slowed down enough for the D-line to crowd. Here comes Nick Chubb again. Inside zone look. Left side breaks through one hole and he'll go down after 2 yards. 3rd and 7. And they'll spread him out 5 wide now. Brissett back to pass. Firing a deep. He's got a man wide open. Cooper 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Browns! And he does the discount double check again. Wow, some broken coverage and what a great read from Jacoby as he just threw it right off the top. What a play there. Look how wide open Cooper is. Holy moly, what a great play there. That was wide open. The rookie Daxton Hill, the corner / safety from Meat Chicken on the coverage, smelling like some burnt Wolverine on that one. And the Browns with Cade York's kick up and in, take a 1-point lead. How about that for the double dip? Absolutely a beautiful one. Hey, Gardners, welcome in. Hope you're well. It's been a minute. I think the Browns tried to sign Jordan Phillips in free agency, and he just picked the Bills. That was certainly a name that they were linked to. .12:06 on the clock. Momentum swung back to the Browns side. Burrow firing a deep over the middle. Caught an open. T. Higgins broke the tackle. Watch out. He could go. He's not going to get caught by a linebacker. Touchdown Bengals as they respond with 78 yards of their own. Oh, man. And now they're going to go for 2. What a quick strike there. Fortunately, we've seen that too. Mixon left side on the counter. And he's into the end zone, so very, very, very quickly. A 1-play scoring drive. Add the 2 points and now the full touchdown lead for the Bengals. Good news is the Browns offense is hot. Get them right back out on the field. That was a rough one. Yep, sure has. There's a good look at what Cooper's done today. 5 for 107 and 2 touchdowns. Again, in a half and 3 minutes of football. Stretch it right side to Chubb. Broken tackle past the 25, give him the 29. He's got 8 for 41. That's not enough. Keep giving him the ball. Now, I'm not advocating for the Tennessee Titans treatment. You see today they went back to old school and they just gave Derrick Henry the ball like 35 times and he had over 200 yards and they won. But you're shortening that man's career when you do that. Back to pass Brissett on a 3rd and 6 now. Pressure taken care of. Right side, right at the sticks. Are they going to give us a spot? Not again. Bryant, just like that first half drive with Donovan Peoples-Jones, his butt had the first down, but the ball apparently did not. He's got to run that route just a smidge further. Standing there right on the sticks, and Brissett hit him, but good tackle and a punt for Bojorquez, and you're going to give the football back to Burrow and the Bengals. Again, appreciate everybody being on here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you. Nagy on Sports, Kit joining from the pool in Hawaii on a work trip, parentheses work trip, to Hawaii. Back to pass Burrow. Very quick throw to the right side to his tight end Hurst, who breaks a tackle again from Delpit. Broken tackle. Grant Delpit. Appreciate everybody being on. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to the channel, we would very much appreciate it as we continue to push for 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube will pay us for all of these tens of thousands of views and view hours that we have. We'd really appreciate that. Hey, Tennessee's played well. Give them credit. I thought they would stumble. Left side, caught and broken up. M.J. Emerson, great coverage there. Now, Tennessee still has to play Georgia, right? Because they're the same side of the SEC, so then we'll see how good. Because I think Alabama's down a little bit this year. They didn't have an Ohio State third-string receiver come in and save them like they did last year. I just don't think that they really have the playmakers. And Bryce Young is great, but still got to throw to somebody. It sure, yeah, it absolutely does, A and B. When I do the forced losses, like most of the guys' overall ratings have come down. Like in the roster, it shows you like a down arrow. Like he's down to 78, he's down to 81, he's down to 59. You know, whatever. Similarly, when it goes up. Plus, it also screws us out. We had some dev trait upgrades that didn't get to happen because we had to force over those games. Here's Kareem, left side, broken tackle, 45 to the 50-yard line. What a run there for Kareem. Give him 13 on the carry, and he's got a first down. Excuse me, 17 on the carry. I can math. From the 32 to the 49. Give it again to Kareem. He'll follow Chubb to the 50, and then Sam Hubbard will drag him down, give him 3 yards that time for Kareem. They've definitely featured him here so far. He's got more carries than Nick Chubb does. Here's Chubb out of the pistol, right up Broadway, following Posick, who's been a very, very nice player. Just kind of laying on top of a defender. They didn't mark him down until right at the end, now 3rd and 4. Trips to the left side. Brissett, shotgun, back to pass. Very short throw. This time, Cooper's got enough for the first down, so he runs his stick route. The appropriate depth. Now 6 catches, 112 yards for Amari Cooper, and again 2 of those resulting in touchdowns. Sets up a new set of downs at the 40. Chubb right up the middle, burying his way into white jerseys. He'll pick up 2 more tough yards for Chubb, his 10th carry. Both running backs combining now for 22 carries with 6:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Chubb again, up the middle, past Froholt. Nice block there by Yelda. He's played okay. He's certainly not Wyatt Teller, but he's been okay because he's a Bill Callahan guy. 3rd and 4, back to pass, zip it left side, and this time he tried to run the drag, and it was too short. David Bell ran that, just kind of pushed off the spot, and he ended up short. They're going to go for it, 4th and 1. Back to pass, Brissett. Deep shot, 4th and 1, end zone, knocked out of it. He found the single coverage. He had Cooper against the safety, but a 31-yard bomb on 4th and 1. Not exactly sure that would be what I would have drawn up, but I didn't draw it up. So now the Browns defense needs a hold. Burrow with a 7-yard gain as we take under 4.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Bengals with a 7-point lead and now driving. First down caught there. Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And Hurst will be thrown back to the 44-yard line, but the first down is achieved.
Well, the other thing, and I was chatting with somebody, or Hayden Grove. I was on Twitter. We were messaging back and forth a little bit today. He was commenting on how he would really like to see the Browns offense with Deshaun be what the Eagles are doing with so much RPO action. The way that Jalen Hurts is just absolutely balling out. I think they're going to say that we hit him after he threw the ball. And they did. And I was commenting on, I think there's probably a pretty good chance that we're not running the full breadth of the playbook. We're running sort of the Brissett-approved part of the playbook, and that, when DW comes back, for better or for worse, I think the offense will fully be running at its potential. And even at that, we're still a top 10 offense, even with the backup running a partial amounts of the playbook. But pressure coming, and this time they're going to get to him, and they're going to say somehow he threw it away. Are you kidding me? Incomplete. Yeah, just hopefully that he's able to be productive in practice and it won't take a whole long time to start to gel and mesh. 4th and 1. Good pursuit there for the Browns, and they're going to go for it. The Bengals are. Here they go. I'd like to see a few more guys on the line. They're going to give it to the fullback, who's Samaje Perine, and he's got 4 yards on a 4th and 1. Why couldn't we have run that play on our 4th and 1? Actually, Wendell, you're right. It absolutely should have been intentional grounding. Good call. How do you? Even the virtual refs are screwing the Browns. Play action pass. Miles absolutely getting held. No call. Also true and accurate. 7-yard throw to Mixon and then pushed out of bounds by Sione Takitaki. Throw to the middle. Caught. Trent Taylor in space takes a big rip from Takitaki again, but it's a first down. Now the Bengals inside the 15 with a first down. And not quite goal to go. They can get another first down about the 3. Back to pass, Burrow. Firing left side. Caught in space as T. Higgins waited in the zone, and he fights his way past that first down stripe, but now you got a first and goal at the 2. 13 personnel, 3 tight ends in there. They'll turn around. They'll give it to Mixon, right side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals, and they double up the lead now. And that choice to go for the big fly on 4th and 1 rather than handing the ball off. Again, sometimes it does feel like Stefanski gets just too cute, kind of like Ryan Day did yesterday, where it's like all those bubble screens is like, what is this for? Like, this isn't what we really are best at. And it's like, oh, we're doing it to set up how they see how they look at a look. And it's like, okay, I get that, but if you're down by 3 scores, who cares what the look they give you the next time you show bubble screen? Now, fortunately for Ohio State, they've got a great enough team of offensively and defensively that it didn't matter, and eventually they wore Penn State down and, beat them. So, hey, I love football. Welcome in. But I had made that comment, and somebody reflog or whatever, one of the Browns Twitter guys had put those Spirit Halloween costume memes that are going around, and he said he put one in Stefanski and said Ryan Day was dressed up as Stefanski for Halloween. 2nd and 7, back to pass. We're into the 4th quarter. Caught by Peoples-Jones right at the 30-yard line. He's inches shy, 3rd and inches. Bengals bring safeties up to the line. They have got 7-8 in the box now. They'll turn around and run right into it anyway, and Nick Chubb throws him off of him. I'm not sure if he's got enough. They're going to give it to him. Wow. They ran right into the teeth of that defense, and Chubb got just enough for a first down. Stretch it to the right side now. Chubb, nice bang cut right away. Follows it, but kind of got stuck on the back of Conklin. Only gets 4. Thought maybe he would have more. Yeah, Wendell, I don't know. There's always problems with that shared tunnel. Like, you have millions and millions and millions of dollars. Make another way to get to the other locker room. It's like they, do it on purpose. And there's plenty of videos, like the player from Michigan started it. Surprise. How about this throw and catch? Great play by Donovan Peoples-Jones with Von Bell all over his back. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Brissett. Pressure coming. Now it's taken care of, and now he'll throw it away. I don't know why he threw it away. The pass rusher fell down. 2nd and 10 now. 12-14 to go here. 4th quarter. Browns need scores. 2 of them, in fact. A little angle route out of the backfield. Nick Chubb, that picks up a nice gain on 2nd and long. Third and 2. Kareem up the middle. Runs into the back of Antonio. Broken tackle now past the 15, or past the 25 to the 20. Good run there. 1st and 10 Browns into the red zone. Yeah, I think maybe he freaked out but then Trey Hendrickson kind of fell down right before he threw it away. He committed to the throwaway, and then the rusher fell down. And with the double tight end formation with Nick Chubb, they'll stretch it to the left side. Chubb, bank cut, 15, 20, 10, 5, Chubb, touchdown Browns! That looked realistic. Nick Chubb for a touchdown run. Everything except the touchdown celebration is realistic about Nick Chubb now. Beautiful run off the left side. How about that stretch? Outside zone play. 1 bang cut and into the end zone. Beautiful football play, and absolutely what the Browns actually do. And again, if you want to be a smarter football fan, watch Kit's video breakdown videos. They're a few years old now, but they are still relevant and still exactly what we saw there, which is one of the options that you have on your outside zone with the bang cut. Didn't bend it, didn't bounce it, he banged it. All right, now we need to stop here, defense. 11:04 to go. We cut down on some of the momentum. Bengals still lead by 7. Been a lot of throwing from Joe Burrow again, including those 3 picks. Somehow could we get a 4th? Pressure up his face. Firing right side. Knocked away. Good coverage there from Greg Newsome. The nuisance over there. They're not going to sign him, Marlo, so if somebody's going to give you any kind of tangible asset for him, I think you got to take it. Otherwise, you hope he signs somewhere in the offseason and you get a compensatory pick for him. I think those are really your only 2 options. 3rd and 6. Trips to the right side. Back to pass. Browns blitz 1. Left side. Caught. Good catch there. Greedy gave Tyler Boyd just a little bit too much space, and Burrow made him pay for a 1st down to the 42-yard line. Clock runs. 10 to go in the game. They're not going to sign him. Whether I want them to or not, they're not going to pay for it. Burrow, deep left side. Single shot. Single coverage. Knocked away, but then almost into the hands. Whew, that was scary as JJ3 went up and swatted it away, and then it almost went into the hands of Tyler Boyd. Now firing over the middle. Caught. Trent Taylor on a little bit of a skinny post. 1st down and across the midfield stripe as well. Bengals with a nice drive. Browns need a stop. Cannot afford to give up any points here, and they're about to be in McPherson range. Pressure up the middle. Mixon broken tackle. Then Miles puts a big shove on him. Ball stays in the 1-yard gain. So yes, they should if they can get any kind of return for him. But if it's like you can have a conditional 7th rounder in 4 years, I'm not sure if something compensatory may be better in the offseason if he signs somewhere else. 3rd and 1. Quick little out route. Right side, he completely whiffed on the catch. And he got lucky because that would have been a 1st down. But here comes McPherson now from 53. His kick is up. His kick is driven. And it is good. 10-point lead now. Marlo, I would not. Sorry, I love Kareem Hunt, but no. I would not, because I can't give him what he wants. I can't give him the money that he is worth. And he's not that much better than Dearness Johnson or Jerome Ford or rookie running back to be drafted and developed by Stump in the offseason this coming year. Like, he wants north of $10 million a year, and I'd be like, hey, I can keep you for 2.5, and I'd love to keep you, and I know that sucks, and he'd be like, cool, thanks, but no thanks, and then he would go play for somebody else. Now, if he doesn't sign anywhere in the offseason, kind of like Clowney, if he doesn't sign anywhere in the offseason and maybe he comes back and takes, a healthy vet minimum after he realizes there's no market for him, I could see that happening. That one's going to be knocked away as Brissett couldn't really step into it because he got hit as he threw. So that's what I would do, Marlo, if I was the GM. Back to pass now. 3rd and 8. Browns need it. Browns need it. And Hendrickson, his 1st sack of the day, and now a 4th and 22. And that may be all she wrote because the Browns are going to go for this on 4th and 22. Tip to the right side, and that's going to be Incomplete, and now a first down at the 10. So I'm not sure. With 3 timeouts there, I think you probably could have punted and played defense, but now you're, I mean, essentially you're going to just make them go 3 and out to kick a field goal. That's really the only way, is to keep this thing at 2. And Mixon right up the middle, and then Miles kind of comes and jumps on him from behind. 3rd and goal now. Again, you got to keep this thing at 2 touchdowns. Up the middle, Mixon, and he got in, and that's the game. Are you serious about Dearness? Felton and Ford is only a tier better than Hunt. I guess I don't understand the question, Dion. I'm saying that I think that they think that Ford or Dearness Johnson can replace what you got from Kareem Hunt for the most part for the price. I don't know about Felton. Unless they fully commit to him as like a slot receiver or like a Darren Sproles type player. The same thing could happen with Dearness. He might test the free agent market as well and then end up coming back to Cleveland on a more manageable deal. Well, that's the virtual season, Mason. We've had plenty of games where the Browns have won in the sim, and then we've had to force a loss. So I would love to be able to go back in and force a win for this one. Brissett's going to run for his life and then take another sack. Trey Hendrickson starting to look like an all-star again. Yes, you're right. This season has lived in opposite worlds. Plenty of those games. Gosh, remember when we beat the Falcons like 58-10, and then like all of those things, none of them got to happen. So maybe this one will be able to flip the script on it, as it's almost picked on a 2nd and 21. Brissett's actually statistically wise still been okay, but they just couldn't capitalize on those 3 first half interceptions from Burrow. They got 0 points off of them, and that really, really hurt them. Able to fight back, and we're up by 1, right? 21 or 14-13. They got up, and then remember, one play, 78-yard draw or 78-yard touchdown pass to T. Higgins, and they never looked back. Credit the Bengals coming in here to First Energy Stadium and spoiling everyone's Halloween. So as you guys pop off, appreciate you being on. Hope you enjoy the game. Remember to join us on our Discord. You can use the link in the description of this or any of our other videos to join the Discord channel, and you can chat with us during the Real Browns game tomorrow night. So it's going to be a big one. We need it. We need it, need it, need it. Mixon again. Good tackle in space by Owusu Koromoa. But appreciate everybody being on. It was fun spending an hour with you, as it always is, regardless of the outcome of the sim. Nice tackle by JJ3. 4th and 7. The Browns will get the football back again. But down 17. It doesn't look likely, especially with this punt that's going to die at the 10. It's a pretty quick whistle. I would love to. I would absolutely love to go back and change it, Wendell. Back to pass, Brissett. He'll fire short to Kareem Hunt. That does nothing for you. It gains you 2 yards and runs the clock. Throw it at his feet. Three-step drop for a set. And he'll hit Harrison Bryant. 2-minute warning. Left side Chubb, and he'll be stopped short. Not sure why you're running it on 3rd down. Oh, sure, a little interception right side. Hilton 10-5, touchdown. And now it has really become a beatdown for the Queen City here. as the Bengals look to double up the Browns now, 45-21. Actually double up and then some. Good night, Nurse, on this one. For sure, there's absolutely tons going on, and you never know, like, does Brissett have the ability to audible out of plays? And when we see him throwing a 30-yard pass on 4th and 1, you know, is that because there was a check with me? I mean, we don't fully know. There are certainly some decisions that feel like they're head scratching, and maybe if we had all of the pieces of information, we would think they weren't as head scratching. There are certainly some times where I feel like he tries to break tendency to try to not outsmart, but try to break tendency. Like, the other team thinks we're going to do this, so we're going to do this, which is part of being a good play caller. But yes, at some point you have to do what you do best, even when the other team knows that you're going to do it. I think that was always something Urban Meyer said. Was it Hugh Jackson? I don't remember. One of the former coaches of the teams that I rooted for was like, you got to be able to run when they know you're going to run, and you got to be able to pass when you know that they're going to pass, when they know you're going to pass. And I think that's pretty true. But I think there are certainly times where Stefanski does a really good job of mixing it up. 4th and 4, and they'll get the first down, but this drive is taking very long. Indeed. Second and 20. Yeah, Buffalo's a good team, man. I know a lot of people saying, like, what if the Browns had taken Josh Allen? And I don't think he would have done the same thing here that he has done there. They had stability. He's had the same head coach his whole time. He just got a new offensive coordinator for the first time. Like, they were committed to him, and they built around him and let him grow. And we did not do the same for Baker, for better or for worse. Now, again, the way that P.J. Walker is looking in Carolina, maybe everybody's figuring out what Baker really was, but we did not give him the same opportunity, so I don't think that you can think that Josh Allen would have turned into the player that he is had he been drafted that year. Man, this has been like the longest 2-minute drill ever, and now that's going to run out. 45-21 is where we're at. But they also didn't cut bait on him, and they also didn't fire McDermott, and they also didn't get rid of their coordinator. You know what I mean? Like, they had some stability, and Allen was able to grow into that. And for whatever it is, it's not an apples to apples. You can't just say that it would, if they had just done this, it would have done this. So anyway, that is going to do it. Burrow threw the ball 51 times today for 376, 2 touchdowns. And again, those 3 first-half interceptions, the Browns could get 0 points on. 2 touchdowns for Mixon. He ran hard, 3.1 a pop for his 79. How about T. Higgins? Again, 78 of them on 1 touchdown. He had 9 for $158 and 2 touchdowns. Trent Taylor 9, 6 for Mixon, 6 for Boyd, 4 for Hayden Hurst. Again, no Jamar Chase in this one either. Leading tacklers were Wilson and Pratt, the 2 sub linebackers. 2 sacks for B.J. Hill, Hendrickson, and Hubbard combined for 1 as well. Hilton had the pick 6 at the end to truly pour salt into the wound. Brissett today, 28 of 42. 326, 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception late for him. He actually played a pretty decent game, just couldn't do it early enough. Both guys ran pretty hard, 16 for 81 and a touchdown. And again, that wacky fumble, 13 for 51 for Kareem Hunt. So I like the touches. I like the amount of the 30 to 29 touches between the 2 of them. 6 for 112 for Coop. I don't think he caught a ball at all in the second half. 5 for David Bell, 5 for Nick Chubb, 4 for Hunt, Bryant, and Peoples-Jones, again in the absence of David Njoku. 16 tackles for JOK, 11 for Delpit, 10 for Ronnie today. 0 sacks on him, and then the 3 picks, 2 for Greedy and the 1 for Harrison. So yes, it would be very, very lovely to have an opposite day and be able to force win over top of this one. But appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much. You guys are the best, truly. And thank you so much to our subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, we very much appreciate that as we continue to push for 1,000. But, oh yeah, if you want to see the mock draft, who the Texans are getting with our picks, by the way, they're going to pick up Zion Nelson, big right tackle. Paris Johnson going to the Steelers would make me vomit. I don't think that the Kayshon Boutte is going to go second. Sorry, but Vegas deserves him. There's Smith and Jigba to the Patriots. That would also make me vomit. CJ Stroud to the Falcons. Don't see that one happening. DeJuan Jones go Bucks to the Chargers. And that would do it for the first round mock draft. In case you wanted to know. In case you wanted to know about those kinds of things. All right, gang. Have a great night. Take care of yourself. Thanks, Kit, for popping on from the pool. Enjoy Hawaii. Join us for the live game chat tomorrow during the Browns games. Need this one, everybody. We need it, because the bye week coming up, and then you got the Dolphins who could score a bunch of points. You got the Bills who can obviously score a bunch of points. So it could get ugly if they can't take care of business. So take care of yourself. Have a great night. We'll say go Bengals, and as always, go Browns.